Okay. I'm just gonna kind of, hi. Hi. Okay, let's make sure this is working. It's working. Hi. I'm gonna kind of let some more people join. See who's joining in. Hello, everybody. I'm Ronisha. I'm one of the Chocolate Milk Cafe facilitators in Kansas City, Missouri. I hope everybody can hear me. So I'm trying to let some people come in before I get started. If you just joined, I'm Ronisha. I am one of the 3 Chocolate Milk Cafe facilitators in Kansas City, Missouri. I have been baby wearing for over 2 years. My son is a little over 2 years old. I am also quote unquote certified in baby wearing by Baby Carriers Provided. This is my baby. He doesn't have a name, but isn't he handsome? Let's fix his clothes. So today I am going to be doing a demonstration, a little bit of Q&A on how to baby wear and breastfeed in honor of Black Baby Wearing Week. Anybody have a preference on the type of carrier that I start with? I'm going to do a soft structured carrier, a stretchy wrap, and a ring sling. Did anybody come here for a specific type of carrier they want to use to breastfeed? I'm going to give it a couple minutes for a couple more people to come on. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you. So I have soft structured carrier, a stretchy wrap, and a ring sling that I'm going to be demonstrating today. And I'm going to demonstrate using a newborn baby, but these can be duplicated with a toddler as well. Ring sling? Okay, I can start with the ring sling. I got the rainbow ring sling out for this one. And I'll start from the very beginning so you can know how to put the ring sling on and everything. I don't think I saw any other requests. We're about 5 minutes in, so I'll go ahead and start. So anybody that just joined, I'm Ronisha. I'm one of the Chocolate Milk Cafe facilitators in Kansas City, Missouri. And I am also certified in baby wearing. If anybody baby wears, you know, if you baby wear before, then you can show someone else how to baby wear. You don't really need to be certified, but I am. And after this, if you need any more assistance, you can contact me My business page is on Instagram. It's The Spiritual Roots. The Spiritual Roots, and I can give one-on-one consultations or one-on-one assistance. So first we're going to start with the ring sling. So a ring sling is just the carrier that has the 2 rings, then it has the long piece of fabric. This one just happens to have a pocket on it, but not all of them do. And not all of them are this long. So whatever you have works. So to start out putting the ring sling on, you're going to have baby clothes nearby. Hopefully, I got this from somebody else. I didn't get this one from BCB. Hopefully baby is calm, not screaming, not crying, because it's a lot easier to do this when baby's calm and you're not trying to rush. So to thread the ring sling, take all the fabric, bunch it up together, and you thread it through both rings. Pull it all the way through. But you want to make sure it's flat, so that it's flat across your back. And it's all the way through, and it's flat inside of the rings. That'll be very helpful when we're trying to tighten the ring sling to put baby in. And then gather all the fabric again. Make sure it's flat. And open the rings. So open them. Then you're going to put it over the first ring and put it through the second one. And then again, you're going to make sure it's flat. That's what I love about this rainbow one, is that I can tell where my threads are. Because this thread is red and this thread is purple, pinkish purple. So then what I do is I tighten it a little bit. So I have a lot of slack back here, and I know I'm not going to need all that for my baby. So I just pull both ends like this and tighten it. And so now that I have it semi-tight, I see where my rings are placed. And I know that having my rings here can hurt my baby because they'll push against the baby if they're here. So I adjust it and I bring it back. Because I know I'm going to have to tighten it some more. So I bring it back. And then I pull my threads again. So I grab this side, pull, and this side, pull at the same time. And that tightens the bottom and the top. So, there we go with that. So this point, I'm okay to pick up baby and put baby in, because this is fairly tight, fairly secure. It's flat on the back. Okay, so now I'm going to get baby. So here's my little baby. Kind of rock them, kiss them, make sure they're calm. And then bring baby up on the shoulder. Make sure you have a good grip on them. They're not going to slip down, slip over your shoulder, or anything like that. Just make sure you have a good grip on baby. And then I bring, like when I have my son, I bring his feet together. And I slip them in. Welcome to everyone that just joined. I'm doing a ring sling tutorial. So because this is an infant baby, I'm going to keep the feet in. We're just kind of, if it gets a little hard, you can just kind of slip your hand down in there to get their little bodies down in there. And then you want to check the slack. So when you're baby wearing, you want to make sure that you can see baby's airways. So make sure that the nose is not covered, the mouth is not covered, and their neck is not down like this. Because babies can't breathe. I mean, we can't breathe if our necks are like this. So you want to make sure their neck is more in this position. So like I have my baby. So make sure they're in this position, that everything's open and they can breathe. So you don't want like the fabric to be completely over their faces, because this is a woven ring sling, so it'll be pretty hard for them to breathe if they have fabric over their face. And so you want to check the slack. So I have slack here. We don't want that. So I bring it around, and I know that this corresponds with this side. So I just pull. Just pull till the slack is gone. And I'm keeping a nice grip on baby to make sure he's not going anywhere. And then down here. And your baby, like a real life baby, they're going to move their feet around however they're comfortable. They're usually going to be more in a froggy position at the newborn phase. So the feet will kind of be up a little bit. But you want to check the slack down there as well. I have a little bit, so I can pull that one. Okay. So in this, right now, baby is very secure. So I can let go, and baby's not going anywhere. And I'm looking at baby's face. Baby's up here. I can see, I can kiss the forehead. Baby's airways are clear and open. Head's back. We're good. You use your discretion on the most comfortable position for you and your child and how you want them positioned, but you always want to make sure that their airways are open and that they feel secure. If they don't feel secure, hold your baby, take it off, do it again. So the next part is just kind of getting comfortable. So ring slings are usually fairly easy to adjust. This one has a little thing on it, so I can move that around to open it. I like mine to be on my shoulder, off my shoulder a little bit. And with the tail, I usually do this, where I take it across and I tuck it in the back. Other people do this to have kind of a secure space behind baby's head so baby doesn't flop backwards. You can do that and then tuck it at the top back here. You can tuck it up here at the top. Or you can just leave it hanging. This one has a pocket and I really like it, so a lot of times I just leave it like that. Now, to breastfeed in a ring sling, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you have a secure hold on your baby, because we never want babies to be unsecure and not held. So a secure hold on your baby. You want to loosen the ring sling a little bit. Loosen. Just so you can drop baby down. Just a little bit. So I'm going to show you two different ways. So right now, I'm going to loosen a little bit more. So you can loosen just a little bit at a time. And so now, baby's at a spot to where I can take out my breast and breastfeed. And of course, a real baby, you know, they can turn their head, do everything you're doing. You can move it around to the other side. You can scoop baby to the other side if you need to. Totally up to you. But as you can see, I loosened it. So there's a lot of slack here. So you want to make sure you have a secure hold. And once you get baby down in position, you can secure it again. So then baby's down here. You want to make sure you have a hold that you can still see airway, baby's breathing, and you're keeping an eye on them while they're breastfeeding. So a second way is I'm going to loosen again. And you can do cradle position. I'm just going to reach my hand in and move baby's legs up. Still keeping a secure hold on baby, making sure they're not gonna fall, making sure they're safe. We're just gonna get baby in cradle hold. So now they're in cradle, still in the sling, and we can tighten it again just to make sure baby's secure. And now, baby, keep moving until you have baby by your breast. And then I could pull out my breast and feed my baby if I wanted to. So I don't know if y'all can see that. So baby's secure. Nothing's restricting airway. The ring sling is not too tight, so baby can breathe. And the ring sling is secure on me. I have a little slack at the bottom, but that's okay because I know baby's not in a super safe position, so I'm holding baby anyway. I could like remove one hand and hold baby with one hand, but I always feel more secure if baby's breastfeeding to keep my hands here. At least one hand. Anybody have any questions? Or is there something else you want me to go over with the ring sling? For those of you that just joined, I'm demonstrating the ring sling, soft structure carrier, and the stretchy wrap. Any questions about the ring sling? Did I answer your question to the person that asked for the ring sling tutorial? This ring sling, I believe, is Moby. There's no name on it. There's no name or anything on this. I believe it's Moby. Okay, so to get baby out, you're going to lift this ring that's sitting on top of the fabric, lift it up, loosen it. So as much as you need so you can get some slack. And then you lift baby back up. And you just get their feet out. Rock them if they need to be, and then you can lay them down or put them, whatever you want to do with them at that point. I'm going to lay my baby in a chair, and then you just bring this back over your head to take it off. And you can leave it like this for the next time you want to put it on, or you can take it completely apart. Totally up to you. I don't know why. Oh, this is a Maya wrap. This is a Maya wrap from www.mayawrap.com. Okay. So the next most popular one that I usually see people using is the stretchy wrap. I love these. I've used this a few times. I actually had my 2-year-old in this today. He's little, so anybody who wants to learn how to use this one, here we go. So you also want to find, usually most brands have a tag to mark the middle. So you want to find the middle of the wrap. This wrap is super long. So they usually have a tag to show you where the middle is. And you want to put the middle right here. Right under your breast. But that's where you want to put it. So then you're going to bring one tail, doesn't matter, either one. Bring it behind you and up over your shoulder. So that is crisscross. I'm very particular about how I have things on me, so I keep everything flat. You don't have to. Totally up to you. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bring it around and up over your shoulder. So now you have the two over your shoulder and the crisscross over your back. And I like to pull them tight to make sure there's not a lot of slack, so I have to pull later. So now you have this over your stomach, and you have these two hanging over your shoulders. So then you can actually bunch this up a little bit. Okay. So then I go ahead and continue that same crisscross that we did in the back, continue it in the front. And then you're gonna put these inside of this. Just like that. Just drop them in there. Keep it crisscross. You can pull any slack you need to pull that you feel on your back. Because since this is a stretchy wrap, sometimes it's hard to get it a little tight, get it as tight as you need it, but once you're ready to put baby in, it'll stretch, so it won't be super tight. So that's that part. Now you have these two tails. They are crisscrossed in the back and they're crisscrossed in the front. So they're here. Now I'm really slender, so I have to wrap this a couple times. If you're bigger, you just wrap it at least once around, but I usually have to do it about twice. So I'm just going to wrap it around. So I'm just wrapping it around, bringing it back, and then you can stop here and you can tie it here like this. I usually do a double knot, but for me that's a lot of fabric. Hang it down. Like I said, I'm slender, so I wrap it again, and I tie it either on the side. I usually tie it on the side here. You can tie it in the back too. Totally up to you. So I double knot it, and that's how I leave it. So now you have this side, and this side. So now it's time to get baby. Yes, baby. Okay, you want to make sure baby's calm, cool. And then you're going to, so I use the most inner rail, the most inner part. Put baby in there. And on this side, I'm going to have baby's feet out. And then bring the outer one. And this whole time, you want to make sure that you're having a really good grip on baby. Because baby's not all the way in. So you take this inner one and you cross it over. Cross it all the way over. Here. The baby's arms will be doing what they do. Sometimes they'll be down, sometimes they'll be up, grabbing at your neck. And then you're going to take this outer one, put that over baby. So now you have the inner one over baby, and you have the outer one on baby. And you're still keeping a good hold on baby. Baby's pretty secure right now because I tighten mine as I tie, so mine is pretty tight. But if it's not, you can adjust. And then, wait a minute. You take this part and you put baby's feet in there, the bottom part. And then you bring that all the way up. So if you just joined, I'm demonstrating the stretchy wrap. You can fold this down if it's too tall, whatever you need to do. You just want to make sure baby's feet are up. You don't want to cover, unless baby's feet are in a frog, you want to uncover your feet. So some babies will be in a frog position where they're right here, and that's okay for their feet to be in. This baby's a little long, so feet are out. And now you want to make sure baby's head is back, the neck is like this. And you can see baby's nose and mouth, they're not covered completely. They're able to breathe. You can move these around as you need to. That's it, it's a stretchy wrap, so they move. They're not rigid. So if you need to move them around, do so. Baby's high enough that I can see, that I can hear breathing, and baby's secure. So I feel safe letting go at this point. Does anybody have any questions about putting on the stretchy wrap? I'll ask for questions at the end too, but okay. So we got that happening. So to breastfeed in a stretchy wrap, like I said, it's pretty adjustable. So all you gotta do is just shimmy baby down. You can adjust. You can let this out. Let the knots out. That's why I like to put mine on the side, because it's easy access to adjust it. You want to make sure you're holding baby. So my hand is here. So I just let it out a little bit. I like the stretchy wrap too. So baby's here. Boom. I can take out my breast and breastfeed if I need to. You can also kind of like the ring sling. I wouldn't, with this one I wouldn't really lay baby down. I guess you can, if you took the legs out. You put the legs in, should I say. Nope, no, I'm not even going to do that one, because that's not really, I don't find that one to be really safe. So with this one, you just kind of want to position baby down right in front of the breast, and you can move them over if you need to. You can move them over this way. That's the thing about the stretchy wrap, it's very versatile and it stretches. It's a stretchy wrap. So they're right there in position. They can latch on, and when they're done, whatever carrier you're using, when they're done, if you want to keep them in the wrap, bring them back up. Tighten everything back up. Make sure you got a hold on baby. Tighten everything back up and get them back up here in a position where you can see their airways, their head is back, and they feel secure, they're tight on your body, and everything feels safe and secure and comfortable. Because you're going to be wearing this, so you want to make sure it's comfortable. So now after breastfeeding, we're back in a safe and comfortable position. So then to get baby out of the wrap, you just bring this back down over baby's legs. And since you're taking them out, you want to make sure you're holding baby secure. I'm going to keep saying that because we don't want no babies falling. I am not responsible for any babies falling out of carriers. Bring these rails down. Bring baby back up onto your shoulder. Now bounce. My son likes to bounce. He's always liked to bounce, so I bounce. And bring the legs out. Make sure you got a good grip on baby, and then you can lay them down. And then you just take it off. This one you have to undo completely to get it off. Ta-da! We're done. Any questions about the stretchy wrap? It's long, it's stretchy, it comes in many colors. A lot of brands make stretchy wraps. They usually come in a little pouch that you can just You can fold it or whatever you want to do, or you can just stuff it back in there, which is what I'm about to do. Any questions about the stretchy rod? Okay, so I'm going to move on to the last one. Which one? So that is a soft structure carrier. I'm going to take this. This has removable parts, so I'm just taking the hood off. Don't need it right now. So this is a soft structure carrier. This just happens to be an Infantino. There's all kinds of brands. Especially if you look on Amazon, they're everywhere. Every brand has a soft structure carrier. So it just depends on which one you have, on how you will adjust it. And definitely before you try to breastfeed your baby, you want to make sure that you're comfortable wearing the carrier and putting your baby in the carrier before trying to breastfeed in the carrier. So this one has the little belt part that goes around the waist. So I'm going to put that on first. I just put that on, snap it in the back. So it's already adjusted to me because it's mine. But if it wasn't, like, say I put it on, it was way too big, like it's moving down there. You want to put it where your waist is and then adjust it however your carrier adjusts. So mine, you just pull. So it's at a comfortable place. There we go. So then we have the arms. So this one, I put the arms on. Some of these soft structure carriers don't have the separate pieces. Some of them, you'll just pull this up and that's how you secure a baby, and you'll snap it on the back. But this one has separate pieces. So I can put this arm part on, and then I secure it here with the back strap. This is the back strap. Secure it there. Make sure it's comfortable on you. If it's not, like this one. So if it was hanging, this has a lot of different snaps and stuff. So if it was hanging off like that's not secure at all. So this one, I just pull it until it feels secure on me. And I feel secure enough that if I put my baby in here, they're not going to be hanging over the front or off the side or anything like that. So I'm comfortable with that. So now I'm at a place where I'm ready to put baby in. And some people secure one side and then place baby in the other. I usually leave it like this, and I just hold baby until I get both sides in. As you see, that's comfortable. This little back strap moves up and down. So you can place that where you like it, where it feels comfortable for you. You're going to be the one carrying baby. So now I'm going to get baby. So just like the other time, you want to make sure your baby's calm, ready to go in the carrier. It's really hard to do this when baby is not calm, because then you get a little frustrated, especially if it's your first time. So then we put one leg in. I'm keeping a secure hold on my baby so they're not flopping backwards to the side or anything. Make sure their head is secure, body is secure. And this particular carrier, I should have grabbed my other one. But this particular carrier, I think it starts at like 12 pounds. So this carrier wouldn't specifically be for a newborn. So you may see this baby slide down into this little part down here. I'm going to try and keep him up, but you want to make sure that your carrier is the right size and your baby is the right size for the carrier that you're using, first and foremost. So if it says 12 pounds, I wouldn't put a 9-10 pound baby in there. I will wait till baby's 12 pounds. You can find a different carrier to use until then. Different brands have different weights and heights that they recommend for the carrier, so totally up to you and what you do. Then I'm going to go ahead and snap. Go ahead and snap this side. So if this was hanging like this is not secure to me, because you see my baby's head is just moving all over the place. Not secure. So you just want to make sure that you're pulling all the tabs and you have everything to where you feel like your baby is safe and secure and not going anywhere. Your head is supported, neck is supported, we can see their airways. They're up here where you can see and hear them breathing. Everything's open. So now my baby is secure and I feel okay letting go. Like I said, this carrier is meant for like a 12-pound baby, and this is more of a 10-pound baby. So they're usually, if the carrier is not made for a newborn, then they usually have newborn inserts that can go in these carriers. You just want to make sure you have the right size carrier for the weight of your baby. So I have a little space down here. That's why you see baby's legs being a little weird. Something you can do, which I'm not recommending you do this, because it's definitely against the manufacturer's recommendations, is you can roll up a towel or you can roll up a blanket and put it down here under baby's bottom. That's a last resort. I really need to use this carrier, but my baby's too small for it type of thing. If you have anything else to use that your baby is the right size for, go ahead and use that. Because you always want to make sure you're being safe with the carriers and you're doing the safest thing for your baby. Okay, so now I feel like baby's secure. So we're here. So how do you breastfeed in this soft structure carrier? The same way we did with the ring sling and with the stretchy wrap. You're going to loosen. So I'm going to loosen here. And I'm going to loosen here. So with this, I just pull the tabs and it'll loosen. And I'm going to loosen here. And as you can see, my hand is here on baby's back, making sure baby's not going anywhere. Loosen there, loosen here. And so now baby's scooting down. Baby's scooting down. So now we have baby down here, right at the breast, and I can pull my breast out and nurse baby. But of course, I'm keeping my hands here because this carrier is not completely secure because I let it out. Now you can go ahead and let it back in a little bit. If you need to. And now baby is safe to nurse. And you can leave baby like this as long as you know that they're breathing, you're paying attention, you're watching. You know baby can breathe. And once they're done, just like the other carriers, bring them back up and adjust everything back to a safe and comfortable level. A safe level is where you can see baby's airways, they're open, clear. Baby's head is more like this versus like this. You don't want baby's neck down like this because they can't breathe like that. You want it more backwards. And The carrier is tight on your body, but not too tight that baby's being squeezed or you're being squeezed. Just tight and comfortable. And you feel comfortable and you feel safe letting go again. Do I have any questions about the soft structured carrier? Any questions about the soft structured carrier? Okay. Don't see any. So to get baby out, I'm just going to undo the buckles. Making sure I'm keeping a safe hand, secure hand on baby. And this one has plenty of buckles, so I can undo them off. Just depending on the type of carrier you have, how it's secured. And then I'm keeping a hand on baby. There we go. Completely off. Baby can come down. You can lay baby down, whatever you need to do. These do require a little bit of reach. So, I mean, my arms are long. I guess my arms are longer than usual than a lot of people, because people are always like, I can't reach it. So, I mean, if you need to go from the bottom, you can. I go from the top, release it, pull it off, and then release the bottom. There we go. It's off. So, any breastfeeding questions? Any questions about breastfeeding in carriers or how to put on a carrier? Any questions about anything I did? Please ask. I am available for questions. I used a soft structure carrier, a stretchy wrap, and a ring sling. If you need me to show anything from those three, please let me know. I'll stick around for a little bit for questions. This was an Infantino. This rainbow one is a Maya wrap. It's a Maya ring sling. And this one is a boba stretchy wrap. Did you want, oh, you want the stretchy wrap? I do a quick one of the stretchy wrap. We're also going to post this video too. So this video will get posted on Chocolate Milk Cafe's IG, so you can watch it later. Just quick to put it on. Here. Bring it around. Pull it over. Bring this around. Pull it over. Cross them. I'm just doing it real quick because we are going to post this video so you can watch it later. They're crisscross. You have this part. These are crisscross. You're going to bring it around to tie it. However many times you can tie it for however long your wrap is. I'm slender, so I wrap it twice and then I tie it on the side. And then when you put baby in, you're going to put baby in here. Bring this one over. Then bring this one over. And then pull this one up. So then baby will be here. And then to breastfeed, the same way I did the other one, you just kind of loosen, you can let this out and loosen a little bit so you can get some more fabric going. Shimmy baby down to where they're at breast level, and then they can latch on there. And then when you're done, just making sure you bring baby back up to a safe position. And then when you're done, you want to take baby out first and then take the wrap off. Any other questions? If not, if any of you missed it, I'm Ronisha. I am a certified chocolate milk cafe facilitator in Kansas City, Missouri. I have been breastfeeding my son for over 2 years. I have been baby wearing my son for over 2 years, and I love it. We baby wear all the time, everywhere we go, even around the house. We baby wear, so I love it. I baby wear for everything. I can do a one-on-one with a carrier. I have some other carriers upstairs. I also have a Maydai. I have an Ergo Baby soft structure carrier. What else I have? But I can do one-on-ones with you if you need to. Our meetings in Kansas City are every 4th Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can find that at chocolatemilkcafe.com if you tap on meetings in Kansas City, Missouri, or whichever one is closest to you. You can sign up for our meetings. They're on Zoom, so you don't have to leave the comfort of your home to do it. And we also have community sessions starting in August. So I think our first one, I'm not even going to say the date because I don't know. It's starting in August, but you can find those updates on Chocolate Milk Cafe's Instagram. There'll be updates on that. And we will be doing community sessions on baby wearing. So if you want some more information, if you want to join those meetings, definitely look out for those on the on Chocolate Milk Cafe's IG. The first meeting is August 25th. There we go. August 25th. You can join us, and we will pick one carrier to demonstrate and answer questions about. So please join us. Please sign up for that. More information will be coming on that. Do I have any more questions about anything? Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed these tutorials and I answered all your questions. If not, feel free to send Chocolate Milk Cafe a question, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you. Bye, everybody.